All right. Welcome, guys. Okay, so for this video, I want to go ahead and do a watch me build walkthrough of a lead generation campaign. This lead generation campaign is you can do it in any industry, any service-based industry. So this could be for real estate, this could be for insurance, this could be for credit repair, this could be anything. You could be even primary healthcare. You're trying to get people to show up to your practice. This is perfectly fine. The reason why I'm using life insurance is because um, it's a pretty simple to create template. If you have any questions at all, if you want me to do a video as far as your industry, how to generate lead for your industry, as far as service based, just leave it in the comment below. And if you want to go ahead and have me show you how to generate sales for your e-commerce, whatever product it may be, go ahead and just also leave that in the comment below as well. But for this, we're going to go ahead and jump into I'm using Notion.so. And what I want to do right now is I want to go ahead and show you guys what we're going to do. So first thing first is to get started, you need a tool called Ryzen, okay? RIZN results, all right? You can get your trial. It's a free 14-day trial. I recommend you get your trial at RIZNresults.com/free trial. I recommend you get your trial because this works seamlessly with it. Now, do you need it? Do you need it to be able to generate the leads? No, you don't. But does it make it easier? Absolutely, 100% it does. Because inside of the software, you have the ability to run your own ads in just about 3 clicks. Okay, you can just pick from custom templates that we upload on a weekly basis. Okay, and then you can run your ads, you can nurture the leads within the platform. But let's go ahead and start right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dive into our demo account here, our Ryzen demo account. And the first thing first we're going to have to do is we're going to have to pick a template with decent copy and creative. We can always edit it. If we don't like it, we can edit it and then launch the campaign and then map the form field. Okay, so we're going to come back in here and let's go ahead and come in here to so the first thing first is we're going to go into our ads launcher. Now, I'm going to move myself a little bit this way since I'm going to move myself to the right since I'm going to be working on the left side here. So when I go here to the Facebook ads launcher, so this is going to load. When it loads, I'm not going to actually go ahead and launch a campaign for now just cause, but once it goes ahead and what you're going to see at first is you're going to see the connect your Facebook account. Once you connect your Facebook account, we'll let you know if your Facebook account's in good status or if you need to make any updates. If you need to make updates such as, add payments, because we do not take payments. You make payments directly to Facebook, okay? So what you have to do is you just go to business.facebook.com or just go to your business manager, add your payment information. I recommend creating a conversions pixel. I recommend setting up your conversions API. If you don't know that, you can go ahead and reach out to, if you're a Ryzen member, we will go ahead and help you. So I can actually jump on a call with one of our team and staff members, and they'll actually go on with you on Zoom and show you how to actually set up your conversions, your conversion tracking. But for this, we're just going to go ahead and click launch new campaign. So we're doing life insurance. So we pick life insurance right here. Now, I don't want to make this complicated. You can do this for final expense if you want to do final expense, but we'll just go ahead and pick a simple life insurance campaign here. So I'll go ahead and choose it. Now, we already have a custom lead form that's already been built in. All right. So here you go ahead and choose your daily budget. So daily budget, how much do you want to spend? I typically recommend if you're starting out a campaign of fresh, usually no more than $10 a day, because what's going to happen is for the first 7 to 14 days, Facebook is going to be in what's called a learning phase. And inside of the learning phase, Facebook is going to learn who your target audience is. And then from there, is going to show your ads to people who it believes will buy or become leads. The only caveat to that is your first $100 to $200. I usually say around $500 if you're going to start to build your own audience. That's why I recommend your first $300 to $500. Just be willing to use that towards the experiment for Facebook to learn. Okay, Facebook needs to learn who your right audience is for your business. Okay. So for that, I'll usually put $10 here. Website, you don't have to put one. I highly recommend you do. You can create your website inside of Ryzen right here. I'm not going to cover that. That's beyond the scope of this video. But you can go ahead and put that in there. Now, radius, I typically recommend as far as radius, you can put it as far as 49, 50 miles. When you come up here to optional info, now, since you're an insurance agent, if you're a real estate agent, you come up here, expand section, and then If you're licensed in multiple states, go ahead and pick your state. So let's say I'm licensed in, I used to be a life insurance agent, so I'm licensed in over almost 30 states. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick like two. So I'm put Florida, Charlotte. Oh, that's a city. Don't laugh. Don't laugh, guys. Don't laugh. North Carolina. Let's just go ahead and pick three states. Okay. So I go ahead and pick the states I want to add it in here. You can add as much as you want. And then here, you can go ahead and expand section. So this section is just basically telling you, if you click on template media, it's going to use the image that we saw initially when we were picking the template, or you can come up here and click on upload media, and then you can actually upload your own image and video. I personally recommend you use your own video, like a video of you talking about your product, because the difference is this, like for instance, right? When people call in or when my staff member calls people who sign up for Ryzen, they don't call and say, I'm a local underwriter. They just say, I'm calling from Emmanuel's office. I'm calling from Ryzen, right? I'm building a brand, right? We're building a brand. So basically, when they call in, they're not calling in and saying, oh, they're not making up stuff. I don't like to make up stuff. Okay. I like to make it in a way in which people are buying from me because they already know me, because that's how I buy. Right? I do business with people that I actually know. I will go ahead and look up your content. That's the reason why I'm putting so much content on YouTube, is so when people go, oh, okay, Ryzen, what's Ryzen? All right, okay, they have a YouTube channel. Let's go check out the YouTube channel. Who is this guy named Emmanuel? Oh, I like his videos, right? I recommend you go ahead and put a video of yourself. It may not be the best, but the reality is this, it will convert way better than if you are using something generic, right? For this, we'll just go template media. And then here for the ad text, so this is what the text is going to say is the headline. Headline is very important because the way Facebook, I'm going to show you guys, just a little, let me go to the Facebook ad library, which if you're looking for inspiration as far as how to make your ad look, I highly recommend you go to something called Facebook ad library, right? It's basically just go to facebook.com/ads/library. And basically, it gives you the ability to be able to see all the tabs that have been created in your in where your location. So you can come to facebook.com. You just basically go ahead and come up here to the all ads. And for instance, let's say life insurance, right? So I'm going to go ahead and type life insurance. And when I type life insurance, right, I have all this templates coming up. This is Ethos Life. This is Ethos Life. There's a bunch of Ethos Life. And then you can kind of come here, pick up inspiration. If you're running more final expense, if you want to do more final expense, you can come up here and search for final expense. And just, you can see any ad that's inactive, just be very careful because most of these people are just running ads. And this is just like, for instance, South Carolina insurance, only those born before you can secure up to 25. That just seems very shady to me. I'm just being genuine honest with you. That just seems shady to me. What I typically like to do is, if you're gonna do it, just type life insurance, right? And then once you, or whatever you're gonna search for, if you're in credit repair, business credit repair, whatever it is, search for it, and then come up here to filters, and then under filters, just go ahead and scroll down here to active. So now it's only gonna show ads that have been active. Active ads. You can also come up here and you can search for like a specific advertiser. You can search for just Ethos Life. Let's say I wanted to see only ads from Ethos Life. I can come up here and say Ethos. And see, I can pick it and then basically all I would see is basically just Ethos Life's ads right here. Okay. You see that? And I can just go ahead and, see what's happening. So the main reason why I brought this up is so when it comes to ads, the ads that people see, there's also a tool called, let me see what it's called. I believe it is Turbo Ad Finder 2.0. Turbo Ad Finder. I'm going to talk about it later, but it basically converts your actual Facebook account, your profile, into just an ad library. And all you're going to see is just ads. Like you won't see any birthday photos. It'll just be ads. But I'm not, that's beyond the scope of this video. So yeah, you can see basically here, if you want to copy that, you can go ahead and copy that somewhere around here. But basically think about it this way. This is how ads work. People first see the image. So the image is your creative, your video, whatever it may be. It has to draw the attention. Then from there, they look at your headline, right? Okay, this is a video about. All right, and I look at this. I look at this lady talking, and I'm like, applying minutes, same day coverage. Does this really catch me? No. So I can tell the CPM on this is high. So you see the video, you see the creative, you see the headline, and then from the headline, you now start to read the copy, right? So that's it. It is image, headline, copy, right? Image, headline, copy, image, creative, copy, right? Look at this. They look at the headline, then look at the copy. So make sure your headline actually catches attention. Not a lot of people are going to read this. Just saying. Okay. So right now you pick up your inspiration. So you can come up here. And if you want to make any edits, you can go to canva.com. And in Canva, you can make edits to upload your own templates, right? But so we're done with that. Let's say you're done. You like it this way. You don't want to edit it. You leave it as it is. Now, I recommend as far as a privacy policy. So it's going to say, hey, upload a privacy policy because for the form, you need a privacy policy. You're going to say, okay, so how do I get a privacy policy, right? So I recommend you go to something called Termly. You can use termly.io or you can just come up here to Google and you can Google free privacy policy generator, right? And then I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken, um, let me see. I know this is paid because this is the one I use, but I'm trying to find a free one for you guys. Um, I'm trying to find a free privacy policy generator for you guys so you can have um one that you can use so you're not breaking. I want you to spend as much money on your ad budget as possible. Let me see if I can find it here. um I know there is a free one. There's a free privacy policy generator. That I know is for sure. That there is a free one. But if that is not popping up for now, we're just gonna go ahead. I think it might be this one. No, if it's not, all right, we're gonna just go ahead and use Termly. So Termly is one that I've used pretty noticeably, or pretty much for just about to generate all the privacy policies that we have. So what you do is you just go ahead and sign in, right? To I'm gonna share that tab in a little bit, guys. Let me just go ahead and log in here. And then once I log in, I'm going to go ahead and share the tab. But what you want to do is basically find a privacy policy that is, generate privacy policy. I recommend be very thorough with it. So all you have to do is just go ahead and come up here to privacy policy, generate your privacy policy, click on your privacy policy once it's generated. It's going to ask you a few questions. And then you click to add to website. And then you just go ahead and come up here to where it says URL and click copy to clipboard, or you can upload it. I don't want to get too complicated as far as embedding it on a landing page. So we'll come back over here, guys. And when we come over here, we'll just go ahead and come up here and post that on there. And once we do, then you're going to go ahead and come down here. It's going to ask you, all right, so what pixel do you want to use? And then just go ahead and choose the pixel that you want to use. So if I go ahead and choose that pixel, I'm going to use that pixel. And then you go ahead and click launch campaign. Once you click launch campaign, automatically the campaign is going to be launched. And once it's launched, I'm not going to launch it for now, but once it's launched in your dashboard, right here in your dashboard, you see the toggle. And then you can be able to come up here, edit the budget, and you can be able to turn it off and on. And then if there's any errors, you can reach out to our support team and we'll go ahead and jump on with you, right? So now let's say that's basically being created, right? So we've gone ahead and created our ads. We've picked the template. We've uploaded everything and everything's looking good. So now we'll come back on here to, we've done this. We've picked the template. We've launched a campaign. Now we need to map the form field, right? We need to map our Facebook field. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back on here now. And when we come back on here, we're going to come up here to settings, and inside of settings, what you want to do is you want to go down to integrations, and inside of integrations right here, you want to come up here, integrations. We do integrate with TikTok, so you can map it for TikTok. I'm going to cover TikTok in a future video, but for this, let's talk about Facebook forms field mapping. So instead of Facebook forms field mapping, what you want to do is the form's been created. So pick the form, come over here, click map fields, and then just go ahead and match full name to whatever it is on your form, right? Let's see, how many leads do you purchase monthly will be, how many is it purchase monthly right here, right? And then do you have a dialy system? Whatever it is, right? You can come up here and add it. Now, if you have something that you're asking for that's on your form that's not on here, you can come up here to custom values, and you can go ahead and create as many custom values and stuff that you want here. You can create not custom values, my bad, custom fields. What is your current budget? You can add that in there if you want to, and then you create all that information right here inside of custom field. So this way, it's going to give you the ability to be able to map it better in your Facebook form. So now we've mapped that form. Next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and build a pipeline, right, for when people come in. So our pipeline is going to look more like, we need four things, right? So we need basically an opt-in. When people opt in, like they come in new lead, and then we can create a pipeline as far as follow up. Okay, follow up to calendar. So we're following up to book them to calendar. Then we're gonna go ahead and once to schedule an appointment, then we're gonna have a stage called the no contact stage, and then we're gonna have the stage called sold policy and all that good stuff. So first, we'll come back over here. And to create a pipeline, what you do is you come up here to opportunities. And inside of opportunities, you want to come up here and come to pipeline. And inside of pipeline, you want to go ahead and create new pipeline. So we're going to create a new pipeline, and we're going to call it life insurance lead generation. All right. So we're going to have opt-in, stage one, and then we're going to have a no contact. Okay. And then we're going to have a stage as to follow up, push to calendar. Okay. And then we're going to have a booked appointment. And then we're going to have a no show. Okay. The reason why I have this is actually we're not going to do a no show. What we're going to do is we're going to have a what do you call it? We will call this a booked appointment, and we will call this a sold, and then we will call this a follow up. Okay, because people still follow up to sale. Okay. And then after that, we'll call this a bot. And then for the rest of everything else, we'll make it a tag, right? We'll kind of, because the pipeline, think about the pipeline as a funnel, right? So for that, I'll just go ahead and delete this no contact here. So follow up, push your calendar, booked appointments, right? So we're basically narrowing our pipeline, right? And then either they sold, follow up to sale, okay, which means they didn't buy probably. Let's go ahead and follow up to sale, and then sold, and then this will be a referral. Okay. Referral, and then the rest of everything else we're going to go ahead and create a tag for. So for tags, we're going to come up here and come to settings. The reason why we want to use tags is tags just allows you to be able to see, like for instance, I have a 90-day follow-up here. We can, new tag will be I already have a no-show. I already have a new contact, so did not purchase. Right? Or, and then there's the unreachable. You can put that. All right, unreachable. So this way we kind of like have a in case of, like, we can actually now begin to follow up with them, right? So right now we have our pipeline, we have our tags. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and come up here to automation. Okay. We've already had our we've created our pipeline here. We can come up here to pipeline, and we can come up here to life insurance lead generation. And here, instead of life insurance lead generation, we can see we have opt-in, follow up, push the calendar, the booked appointment, the follow up to sale. Okay. They sold, which means they bought. And then we have the refer, right? And then everything else, we'll use it as a tag, right? Because we're building a funnel. Think about it. We start off from the opt-in. The more you narrow you go, the more it gets thinner. So we'll come back here to sites. My bad. Come here to automation. And then we're going to go ahead and create a workflow. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and start from scratch, right? You can create as many workflows as you want, but basically we're going to create a pipeline change workflow, right? So what we're going to do is we're basically going to say pipeline stage change. Okay. So pipeline is in pipeline, life insurance lead gen. Pipeline stage is opt-in. So whenever somebody kind of like, changes, whenever there's this change from the opt-in page to something else, then there's going to be a trigger that goes out. So you can do that. Or you can say opportunity status change. Okay. Opportunity status change would just basically be what happened in between. Okay. So move to status. So when I say move to status would be, whenever they moved to status, this would be more better to use. Move to status. All right, let me see. There you go. Okay. And then if the status is 1, okay, what's going to happen is, if you won the lead, what's going to happen, right? So, for instance, let's just go ahead and say now, let's say somebody comes in. I'm going to go ahead and say, let's go ahead and delete this. I want to make it as simple and easy as possible. We're going to go ahead and use tags, okay? So, we're going to create this. I'm going to make it in. I don't want to make it too complicated by using if else, because if I use the if else portion, it's just going to make it complicated. So I just realized I want to make it as easy as possible. So we're going to say opt. We're going to make this a trigger, and we're going to say tag, contact tag. Tag added, Facebook opt in. So whenever somebody has the tag Facebook opt in, what's going to happen is you're going to send them an email. Okay. And the email, make sure you put your name, what it's from. And then put a subject in there. And then here you can put a custom values, contact, first name. I'm going to move myself away from here. All right, let's go ahead. We can go ahead and do contact, first name. And then we can go ahead right now and add everything else that you want to add. You can say, hey, thanks for booking an appointment, all the good stuff, right? And then you can go ahead and if you wanted to, you can go ahead and send them an SMS. Okay. And you can go ahead and do, same thing. Hey, thanks. Hey, Mark, thanks for opting in. When are you available for an appointment? All right. So we can go ahead and do that. All right. Now, as you go ahead and do this, so you've gone ahead and done the pipeline stage change, you can come up here and say, you know what, we can wait for time delay, overdue, or you can wait for the contact to reply, right? So once they reply, and then reply to SMS, once they reply to whatever you wait for a reply from them, then you can go ahead and send them an SMS. Awesome, or whatever it is that you want to do, right? Design this as much as you want. And as a Ryzen user, you have an account manager. Your account manager is more than happy to jump on a call with you, just like this one, and help you out. All right. So we go ahead and save. Once we're done with we saved it, then we go ahead and go back here to workflows, and then just go ahead and create a pipeline, a workflow for each stage of your pipeline, right? What do you want to happen? Right. Once you've gone ahead and create that, the way you want to make it look is, I'm not going to go just for the scope of this video, not to make it too long. The way you want to do it is once someone comes in, you want to go ahead and build a workflow that they opt in and they get a follow-up, right? And then you also want to go ahead and you can use a movement through the pipeline, or you can go ahead and use tags, right? Next, you want to go ahead and set up the appointment stage, right? Whenever they book an appointment, you want to go ahead and set up reminders and all that good stuff. And then what about if you're not able to get a hold of them? Then you want to go ahead and set them up in a tag of people you're not able to get a hold of. So this way you can go ahead and use a tool like True People Search or True something and search based on the name for the actual phone number. because a lot of times what happens is when people fill out Facebook forms, it just automatically populates the information that they have in there. And in reality is most of them don't ever update it, right? So that's the downside to that there. So once you're done with that, let's go ahead and say we have gone ahead here and set this up. And I'll do another video as well, just covering that. And then we'll go ahead and set up a referral stage, and we go ahead and set up a referral push, review push. That's what I meant. Okay. And for the review push, I just realized I wasn't showing this. So you just want to go ahead and set this up to an email, appointment stage, contact stage, sold policy, all that. And then here for the review stage is you just come up here to reporting, and on the not reporting, reputation, and on the reputation, you just go ahead and send a review request, and then you just go ahead and type your name and phone number, and then just go ahead and send a review invite. And automatically, once they click on the link, they can go ahead and go on Facebook, or they can go on Google, and they can go ahead and leave your review. It's pretty easy. You can also come up here and in settings, and you can go ahead and set it up where it's going to be done automatically. You can say, how often do you want it to go? When review request button is clicked, send review request immediately once, and you can hold on. Let me move myself, guys. And let's say they didn't deliver a review the first time. You can follow a custom schedule for a review request. You can actually set up a schedule where you actually send in reviews, right? So once we're done with that, we've gone ahead and done that. We've set up review request and referral, and then you can also go ahead and build another pipeline and another workflow for, every month you want to send them a text message. Hey, thank you for opting in. Thank you for blah, 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 whatever it is that you want to do. Happy new month. Just stay top of mind. There's a lot of agents and agency owners that honestly, once they sell the policy, they don't talk to the people. That is not the ideal way to do it. That's the reason why in Ryzen, when you sign up for a free trial, we jump on a call with you, right? Because I want to make sure because people do not do business with companies. They do business with people. Because if you go to a company or you go to a business and you have a bad experience with a person, you immediately associate that bad experience with the entire company in general, even if that company is made up of 1 billion people. If you go to Target and one of the representatives treats you bad, even though there's 99% of people that are great, just that one person is a representative of the entire company, right? So I highly recommend that, if you're going to be in your business, please stay in contact with your people, okay? Don't be a one and done. It's not a one-night stand, okay? Once you're done with that, go ahead and set up a workflow as well for referral. I will do another video covering that, but I just want to make sure this video is as condensed as possible. And once that's done, once your leads start flowing in, you can go ahead and set up a notification. All of this stuff as well, I'll add up here is set up a notification for any time a new lead comes in the workflow tab. All right. Once that's done, that's it, guys. Like I said, I'll be making those videos, so just please go ahead and do me a favor, hit the subscribe, hit the like button, so you know when those videos are out. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing this for you to make sure you guys have the best possible experience here. Once again, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, like it, and if you do not have Ryzen, please do me a favor, go to ryzenresults.com/free trial. It helps the business out when we have more people sign up, because obviously, the more users we get, the more people get to demo the product, the more reviews we can also generate. It's a pleasure having you guys. It's a pleasure actually going ahead and discussing this. And for that, I say, guys, enjoy.